y'all gotta worry about stacking and grinding. That was just the hook to get y'all in this video. Yes, it's true, but lock in. It's time to lock in now. The decisions you make now will affect you in the future, right? Whether that be a mistake, whether this car that you're getting is improving your lifestyle in some type of way, everything that you do now will affect you in the future, whether this car is going to be good for you or be bad for you, right? So let me put it like this. You got a lot of people that sell a lifestyle, a lot of people that, you know, use these cars for business, right? They got YouTube channels, they, you know, forever do Instagram, influencers, whatever. These videos get them more views, and in turn, it makes them more money, right? But if you're not one of those people, right, and you're trying to get these cars, I advise you wait. You want to know why I advise you wait? Because money is something that can be used as a tool, right? So why are we using our tools? Why are we using our resources on shiny objects, on depreciating toys, right? If I ran a kingdom, let's say for example, you got to think of life like your kingdom, bro, because a lot of y'all be destroying y'all kingdom, fam. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. A lot of y'all be destroying y'all kingdom, tearing shit down, throwing a whole wrecking ball, blowing that bitch up to the top. Y'all just blowing y'all kingdom up, blowing y'all bank account up, buying shit, making stupid decisions, bro. You gotta think about your life as a kingdom, right? So let's say my kingdom had $500,000, right? $500,000 to take care of everything that I had to do to keep the kingdom running, to keep the people in it happy, you know what I'm saying? To keep making more money, good investments, good things that's gonna bring me more money in return. I only have this $500,000. Now let me spend $250,000 on a, let's say for example, it's a toy. It doesn't have to, let's take the car aspect out of it. A toy that does not gain value, but it loses value. How are my people gonna look at me if I'm the king and this is what decision I'm making for my kingdom, right? You guys have to have self-accountability. I understand these cars, they look good. These cars, they drive fast. These cars, they get you respect. But you could just rent it, bro. If you want to drive a Lamborghini, you can make $1,000 a day doing what I'm doing. I make $1,000 a day on average, right? Renting a Lamborghini is pretty much $700 to $1,000 a day. Then you have a deposit, your refundable deposit. Bro, if you want to rent a Lamborghini, lock in, grind, rent the Lambo, get that feeling out of you, right? And you don't have to be tied to a depreciating asset. Look, everybody on the internet makes these things seem all good. Oh, I have a Lambo at 21. I have a, you know, blah, blah, blah at 21. I make $30K a month. A Lamborghini payment is $6,000, bro. Do you really think I can't pay that in some type of way? Figure out some type of way to pay that. But the reason why I'm not paying that, and the reason why I'm not doing that, is because I am investing in my kingdom. I'm investing in my future. Cars, all this shit, you feel me? Cars, houses, whatever. They're just fucking big ass toys. What is the purpose of them, right? What is the purpose of them? Now, when you can spend fuck you money and you buying a new car is half a percentage of your net worth, half a percentage of your income, half a percentage of your income, right? Half a percentage of your net worth. You can buy these cars and not be fake. Now, if I say my kingdom, I'm gonna spend half of that money, $250,000 on a vehicle, right? Now that could be a risk. Life is good to take risks. That could be a very good risk if, like I said in the beginning, you have some type of car channel. This car is gonna make you money in some type of way. But for most entrepreneurs, it's we try to rationalize it. Yeah, I'm gonna get the brand. Wrapped on there. It's gonna be a business vehicle. Yeah, it's a business vehicle, but is it really making your business any more money, or is it costing your business any more money, right? You could probably, like, with $6,000 a month, bro, I could hire 3 new employees for my business, right? 3 new employees that can make me thousands of dollars, save me fucking hours of time, days, long hard days of time and work. I can employ 3 people for $2,000 a month, $500 a week. I can employ 3 people for the price of a Lamborghini payment. $300,000, you guys. If you do not know, if you get a $300,000 vehicle, your car payment is going to be around $6,000, right? So every $100,000 you spend, it's about $2,000 on a car payment. So I'm not spending that type of money, bro, when I can invest into my automations. I can invest into my employees. I can invest into my business, right? I'm not going to spend that type of money. It's just not smart. And you want to know why I'm not going to do that? Shout out Guap Boy Macko. I met Guap Boy Macko about a year ago. I had to be probably about a year ago. And one of the most powerful things that he told me was, keeping up with the Joneses is one of the worst things that you could do. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Stay down and you can pop your shit. And ever since I heard that, I've really been putting my foot off the pedal, even when it comes to spending unnecessary money and doing things for other people. Because at the end of the day, we're only doing it for Instagram likes, doing it for other people. If nobody like our story and we just spend all this money, we're gonna feel some type of way about it. You feel me? Unless you really genuinely wanted that. But most people, that's not why they doing stuff. They want to do it to show it off, right? And if you showing it off and nobody fucking with it, how ain't you gonna feel some type of way? So that's how you know you're doing it for somebody else, bro. Getting these cars just to get a girl. Getting these cars to get respect from your friends, right? If your dream since a kid was to get a Lamborghini, get that Lamborghini, right? But I would tell you to get it smartly. Have a business that pays for it. Have some type of rental that pays for it, right? Let's say you buy $1 million house. You're able to charge $10K a month for rent. Let's say your mortgage is $4K, $4K a month or $6K a month, something like that. You could buy a $200,000 Lamborghini and have this rental pay for it every month, right? Just take $4,000 out of that rent, put it towards the rental, and you got the other $6,000 a month coming from that rental to pay the mortgage, right? Have some type of asset that pays for your toy or something like that, because it's just a toy. These things can be wrecked. What happened to Braz? Look what happened to Braz. These things can be wrecked. These things can be destroyed. These things can be taken from you at any moment. So what do? We invest our money in the right places. We put our money where it belongs, right? Our money doesn't belong in cars. Now, if you're a car collector and you're buying old Porsches that's going to hold their value, you're never going to be able to drive that car. You're never going to be able to hear that. Like, you're never going to be able to hear that, bro. You're going to have to sit that bitch in the garage, look at it, and like, damn, nigga, I can't drive this bitch, but maybe in 10 years it'll be worth double the value. You feel me? Like, that's something like that, bro. That's a collector shit. And that's what rich people just do for fun. That's not even really a fucking business for them at the end of the day. It's just a hobby. They collect these things and it builds their network, and it's a hobby and something that they do. But you guys have to realize that buying materialistic things will not make you feel better. There's a long, old saying from my man Bob Marley, and this is one of the most powerful things that I've heard. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. Some people are so poor, all they have is money, right? All they have is the cars. All they have is money. They don't have anything else to show for it. They don't have confidence in themselves, because without these cars, without this lifestyle, without this house, they wouldn't feel anything other than, pity for themselves. They wouldn't feel anything. You have to realize that this money doesn't make you a great person. It's your mindset that does. It's the action that you take, right? It's a lot of rich ass, lazy motherfuckers that get no respect from me. You were born with riches. I don't give a fuck if you got a Richard Mille and you could throw $300,000 in my face. You're not no better man than me, bro. Now, I can't call you stupid. I can't call you broke, because you're not. And you might be stupid, but intelligence has nothing to do with the amount of money that you're going to make, right? Y'all, there's people with 150 IQ that's dead broke, and there's people with 75 IQ that are making $1 million a day. So what I need you guys to understand is, don't do it for somebody else, do it for you. Now, if what you want to do is buy a supercar, which you make $500,000 and you want to spend $250,000 on a supercar, and that's what you want to do, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're making the wrong decision. But sometimes actions speak louder than words, right? So the actions, the mistakes, they will speak louder to you than your own mistake will speak louder to you than I can tell you right now. Because a lot of people make mistakes with vehicles. It might not even be a major mistake that even halts them back in some type of way. But I'm trying to tell you, if you didn't spend the money on that car, you invested in the infrastructure, you invested into employees, invested into education, invested into something applicable, Remember, applicable, applicable to our lives. What is applicable to our lives, right? What is gonna make our life easier? We already have a Honda Civic. Why do we need a Lamborghini? We already have a Volkswagen. Why do we need a Bugatti, right? But you don't realize that these cars are made by the same companies. These cars are made by the same company that makes Volkswagen, the same company that makes Bugatti. They're all owned by the same company. And it's all just a perception of status. Status is all a perception. I promise you, to my team, to the people that I work with, I'm very highly respected. Now, if I was walking in with this black t-shirt, pull up in a 2002 Honda Civic, I could have more money than everybody in the room. Everybody have Hellcat, Scat Packs, revving their engine. People think they sound good, all type of shit. And I could have more money than everybody in the fucking whole car meet, bro. But I pull up in a Honda Civic, they gonna look down on me. But I'm very highly respected in terms of the people that I work with and the people that do work for me, right? So everybody's in their own world. Everybody's in their own type of thing. And these people love cars. You might love cars, bro. And if you really love cars, you should probably do something related to cars, right? So buying this car is probably going to be beneficial to you. If you love cars, you probably own an automotive shop. If you love cars, you probably own a car brand. If you love cars, you probably make type of car auto parts, exhaust systems, shit like that. So you buying these cars is an actual investment into your company, right? But for example, me, an e-commerce owner that sells products online that have nothing to do with cars, right? I'm telling you right now, my products have nothing to do with cars. My products have nothing to do with cars. What does me going and buying a Lamborghini right now do for me? Now, if you guys see me in any type of supercar, any type of expensive ass vehicle, just know I got that bankroll, bro. I got it tucked on me. Trust me. If I got a $300,000 vehicle, how much do you think I should have in my bank account? At least 3 M's. At least 3 M's, because that, and still that's 10% of my whole net worth. For a car? Yeah, some of y'all wouldn't even give 10% of y'all whole net worth to y'all mama, but y'all spend it on a car? Like, I probably still don't understand that. So, you know, maybe if you see me riding in the Maybach, I probably got 10 million put up, bro. I probably got 30 million put up, something like that. But if y'all see me in a $300,000 vehicle, just know I got that bankroll put up, bro. And the car is gonna be paid for cash. I'm not doing no leasing, no nothing like that, because I don't need the car to make me more money. The car is not what I need to make more money. I need better infrastructure, better employees, things like that. These are the things that's gonna help me in the long run. These are the things that's gonna make me millions of dollars. Not me buying a McLaren 720S. Not me buying a fucking Aston Martin Vantage V10. You feel me? Not me, or V12, whatever. You feel me? That's not or 812 Ferrari. Like, these cars are fun, and up until the point that I get them, I buy them cash, I will just rent them, bro. I would just rent them. And honestly, I have no real urge to drive these cars right now. You feel me? If I did, that's what I would do. I would go rent the car and I would go drive around Miami like the rest of these YouTubers. But I don't got no fucking urge to do that, bro. I don't got no urge to do that right now. I want to humble myself. I'm all the way to the ground right now. I'm on the ground, bro. I'm on the ground in terms of my ego. Yes, I'm still a very confident individual. Yes, some people may still say that I'm arrogant, but I am the most humblest that I've ever been, right? I'm the most grateful for what I have as I've ever been, right? Now wearing my I don't come on YouTube wearing my chains. I don't come on YouTube wearing my watch. I don't come on YouTube. That shit don't make me, bro. I'm trying to deliver my message to y'all. I'm trying to make sure y'all understand me, right? Not distracted by my jewelry and my ice and shit like that. I want y'all to understand my words. I want y'all to resonate with my words. I want y'all to focus on my words, not the things that I'm wearing, not the things that I have on my body, these accessories, right? But I hope y'all was able to gain something from this video. I appreciate all of y'all that have subscribed to the channel recently. I love y'all. I promise you. If you got any questions, DM me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. If you guys want to see what I'm doing off of YouTube. They still over there building that big ass house. I don't know whose rich ass is moving into there, but I hope they hurry up with that shit, because I'm dealing with this every morning. But yeah, it's been y'all dog. Chai, I'm gonna get in with y'all next video, bro. Lock in. But I'm out.